Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. It is Monday night. I just grabbed a couple runs out of Chipotle, and first one's not for about 4 or 5 miles, so I thought I would jump on here and take you all along with me for the ride. So things have been busy the last few days, like extremely busy. Been good. How you doing, Max? Yesterday was absolutely crazy. So yesterday was an absolutely crazy day. I made $220 on a Sunday. So if that tells you anything, how crazy it was. So today I kind of took it easy. I didn't even come out until 5 o'clock. I turned on my app at 5:01 tonight and started working. And just wanted to work dinner. I just wanted to take an easy day. I haven't took like a day off in over a month. So, but I'm used to that. I mean, that's part of being a trucker, right? Y'all know how that goes, right? That's trucking life. But I've had a lot of time to think and figure some things out. So we're going to make a few changes. Sorry, guys. And, not only do I have gloves, I got a mask. So, actually, I think that's supposed to be on the bottom probably, but I got a mask too. Oh yeah, we're gonna make some changes to kind of what's going on, and I'm just waiting for a couple people to pop in. How you doing, Chris? A lot of you have been asking where I've been, wondering how things are going. I will tell you, things have been good. Obviously, we have the whole Corona thing going on. So what I do is a little, there's a little risk taking of getting this Corona. But I do everything I can. I'm wearing gloves. I'm sterilizing the car constantly now. I'm doing a lot of different things now to protect not only me, but the customers who are ordering food. Metal mask goes on top. Hey, okay. So I did have it on correctly. So I did have it on properly. So here in a few moments, I'll get into what we're going to do. There's Hopper. Hopper, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you, and I was giving Jennifer also a few minutes to get in. Before I kind of discussed it. Holy crap. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, friend. That is a big help. That is much appreciated. Much, much, much appreciated. So going forward, guys, I'm going to do something a little different. Wow, that was awesome. We are going to move into I'm going to call it a Twitch cast, a Crazy Bags Twitch cast. We're going to start doing lives again on Twitch. Some of you who've been around a while, you probably remember that from back in October. But now I'm home, so now I have internet to handle and do the kind of things I wanted to do on Twitch. Like have guest people coming in, have guests on the show and all that. So this is something that I'm going to do starting either this week, sometime this week or next week. It's going to be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. They're going to last an hour to 2 hours, depending on the flow of things. And then they will replay on YouTube. Okay, so they'll be interactive when they're live. They'll be interactive when they're live. Yeah, correct. But except I'm going to do it on Twitch, on my computer, and then I will turn around. I'll record it while we're filming it, and then I will upload it to YouTube. Is what I'm going to do. No. It was, guys, honestly, I've just had a lot of things on my mind. A lot of things on my mind. And I really enjoy doing the lives where I can be super interactive. I know a lot of you love these lives, but I'm not super interactive in them, right? So, why? Because I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting here talking, and I have no idea what any of you are saying right now because I'm not reading it, because I'm driving. And so, one of the things that this channel has been based on from the go is interaction between me and my subscribers and me and my viewers. And I want to continue that. So we're going to do the lives on the Twitch platform. And just in all honesty, I like the Twitch platform because it has the subscription option where people can subscribe to you and get alerts when you're online. It also gives them different emojis and stuff like that. And also, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to anybody on Twitch you'd like. And I still get my part of it, except you don't have to pay for it. So that's the other thing about it that I like as well. Correct, Tookie. Yep. And correct, Twitch does not censor like YouTube does. Twitch has got some pretty broader kind of rules. Obviously they don't, you can't do anything sexually explicit. You can't do anything racist or anti-Semitic. There are certain things you can't do, but you can really be yourself without worrying about it over there. And I really like that idea. So, sorry guys, the GPS is in my ear telling me what to do as we're driving. But yeah, so that's coming, guys. I already have a Twitch account. It is Crazy Bags over there. I don't think we had to put any numbers behind it, if I remember correctly. They do have a phone app. I mean, a lot of you, or a lot of people who watch my channel have already been on my Twitch before. They've already watched me stream. It was a different kind of ball game over there. You guys know what I'm talking about. But the biggest thing is I want it to be interactive again. I want to have guest appearances on there. I haven't talked to my buddy Chad Rich about it yet, but he will be the first guest appearance on the show because I want to get into a conversation with him about how COVID-19 or coronavirus is affecting the trucking industry. And someone like Chad, who's been a lifelong trucker, is the kind of person that you need to talk to. So, like I said, we'll do them live there interactively, and then we'll upload them onto YouTube. So we can take the best of and just kind of upload to YouTube as well. And I think that would be a good thing. We will still do these lives periodically. Maybe once a week, something like that. Because I know a lot of you like them. I know a lot of you like being a part of them. And so we'll definitely do something. So, someone asked where my coronavirus mask is. It's right here. So I do have a double run right now, guys. We're running. We got 2 deliveries. It's Chipotle. I've had a lot of deliveries the last couple days. Like I said, I made $220 yesterday, and I did that on 21 runs. So I averaged over $10 a run yesterday. I had some really nice tips. I actually had 2 $5 cash tips and a $20 cash tip. So people are definitely showing, those that can afford to, are showing appreciation for having their food delivered right now when they're too afraid to come out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to the Twitch platform. One reason I quit doing Twitch before is I didn't have the internet for it. So the internet thing was a big issue. It Twitch pulls pretty heavy on internet, and having a hotspot in the truck just wasn't cutting it. It was really laggy, really blurry at times. So being at home on my cable modem is going to make a big difference for the Twitch platform and what the kind of stuff we're able to do there. So we're going to dedicate at least one day a week of those three that we do. We're going to do 3 lives a week. One of them every week will definitely be dedicated to the trucking industry and what's going on. And then we will definitely have like a current affairs day, like what's current in the world. And then we will also have, sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here, but I think I know where I'm going. I'm getting messages from my customer, and the phone's reading to me in my ear about driving up to the 2nd floor. Not exactly sure what they mean by that, but we're gonna find out, because I know I can go here, right? Call if you have any probs. Thanks. I don't exactly know what they're expecting me to do here, but it says drive up to the 2nd floor. Well, if I lose signal, this is gonna suck, because I just started this freaking live, so I'm kind of not digging that at all. 2nd floor, leave at door, 2nd floor, number 1202. It says you can drive up to the 2nd floor. Well, I'm gonna leave the car parked here so I don't lose signal, guys. And we're gonna figure this out one way or the other. On or I'm gonna figure it out what I need to do. And we'll talk more about what we're gonna do here in a minute. What's going on, Miss Wade? I'll be back, guys. Give me like 7 minutes probably to get upstairs and get back. Okay, sorry, I forgot y'all were waiting. So that delivery's made. Let's go make this other one really quick. I seriously forgot I was on YouTube. That's hilarious. That could have been bad. That could have been real bad. But yeah, I'm gonna get my buddy Chad Rich to definitely join me one day so we can talk about what he's going through as, and many of you are right now, as professional drivers out there on the highway, as far as having to get what you need. It's sanitizing wipes and food. Food's the big one, right? So I know I've talked to many people and they're having trouble getting just the basic meal unless they already have it in their truck sometimes. And that's that to me is a scary situation when you can't get food. Sorry guys, I'm trying to see where this guy might be. He said he's coming downstairs. So yeah, that's kind of scary to me. We'll meet at front office, wait in car. So I'm assuming this is going to be it right here. Bet you this is him right here. How you doing, sir? Your name? That's you.
Thanks,
there you go, man. Enjoy it. Have a good night. All right. Yeah, so it's been kind of wild because I've talked to a few of you on the phone, right? And someone was telling me the other day, and I'm not gonna name drop nobody. I prefer just not to do that. But the other day, somebody was telling me, hey, I was at this truck stop. I won't talk too bad about them, but I mean, they might have like a heart symbol, on their signs. And I went to go order something to eat, and the dining room was closed. They wouldn't let me. So I walked around to the drive-thru, and they told me I was not allowed to order in the drive-thru because I wasn't in the car. And therefore, I couldn't get no meal. I couldn't eat that day. Now, luckily, this individual had food on their truck, right? They just wanted something different. They've been eating off the truck for a week. They just wanted something different. But what if they didn't have that? What if they didn't have that food source as a backup to eat? And here are these truck stops who are in business because of you, the trucker. They're in business because of you, the truck driver. And right now, they don't even want you around, except to buy fuel, right? Buy your fuel, buy your sodas, buy your cigarettes, buy your chips, and get the hell out. That's kind of their attitude right now. And it goes to show you, some of them are not being like that. But it goes to show you what that company is all about. All right? It absolutely goes to show you. And I can compare that to what I'm doing right now. Uber Eats is waiving the couple dollar delivery fee. They are waiving the commission from 100,000 different independent restaurants in America right now to help those restaurants have cash. They're not taking their commission from those restaurants. And they're giving the drivers, if we get sick and we have to quarantine, they're giving us 2 weeks pay. Grubhub is deferring the commission to their restaurants, right? And if the restaurant chooses to participate in the deferment, they have to guarantee Grubhub that they're going to stay a participant in their program for at least a year. Shows you the difference in the two companies, all right? Shows you the difference. Uber Eats, right now, they're all about helping, right? Look, They're still making money, don't get me wrong. But they're cutting some things to help, all right? They're foregoing some money and going to pay some money out, which they already have paid out to drivers who've gotten sick in California and Washington. And just so you know, I mean, the drivers who get out here and get it are making over $1,000 a week. So when they tell you, hey, we'll give you 2 weeks pay, they're talking about giving you a couple $1,000s or more, right? For sick leave. There's not many companies out there that will do that. I know they're passing some laws right now in those bills to help that, but you know, as a 1099 contractor, I'm not due anything. And the fact that they're willing to do that for me says a lot about them as a company. And they're also doing that for their passenger drivers, for the passenger side of Uber as well. So those drivers are also getting that 2 weeks pay if they get sick. Now, I don't know what the trucking companies are doing. So, you know, truck drivers, you're out there, you're keeping America rolling, right? If you think the shelves are empty right now at your local grocery store, let trucks stop running for 2-3 days and then tell me about empty shelves, because then they're going to be empty. So these trucking companies are making huge profits, all right? And I'm not picking on any particular company at all, not a one. They're all doing it. They're all making huge profits. How many of them are going to give their drivers 2 weeks pay on a 1099 if they get ill, right? How many of these companies are going to go, hey, if you catch the corona, not only are we going to forgive your truck payment for 2 weeks while you're in quarantine and getting better, we're going to pay you, right? We're going to pay you because you got this because you were serving us. You were serving us, you were serving the American people, and you were keeping America rolling in a time of crisis. Now, I don't know if there's any of them out there doing that or not. All right? I don't know. I haven't asked. I haven't looked. So I truly don't know if some trucking companies are doing that. They might be. If so, good on them. Good for them. You know? I will tell you, I have seen some posts. You guys know where I have roots. I did see some posts where they were making food staples available to drivers to pick up. The only issue I had with it is they were making them pay for it. So that totally threw me off because I didn't expect them to be paying for this. When I first saw the post on Instagram, I didn't read the whole thing. I just saw the picture and I went, look at that. They're chili and peanut butter and crackers, and that's awesome. They're making sure their drivers have some stuff in their truck. And then I read the post and it said, oh, we'll deduct it from your settlement the following week. Okay. Let's make millions off of you. Let's make millions. All right, we're not talking about $100. Let's make millions off of you, sending you out into a virus-infected world. All right, maybe we're exaggerating a little bit, but you know what? It's to make for a good conversation. So it's no different than what the media is doing with it. So let's exaggerate a little bit. We're going to make millions, sending you out into a virus-infected world, right? We're going to drop you some crumbs for doing it, right? Just going to give you some crumbs. And we're going to give you some food so that we know you can eat and continue to make us millions, but we're going to make you pay for the food that we're going to give you. All right? And so it's now look, it's a lose-lose for them in this point because unless they gave away the food, right? So even if they gave it at cost, people are still going to say, like me, are still going to say, why don't you just give it to them, right? You're making millions, all right? You're making millions. It's a time of crisis. Give them the damn food, all right? Make care packages Now, I understand if you got a driver walking in and walking out with half a box of stuff. What they should have done is bought all this food, made small care packages, and gave one to each driver. That's what they should have done for free. For free. That's what they should have done, in my opinion. All right? But instead, they throw it all out there on the table and, say, hey, just write down what you get and we're going to charge you for it next week out of your settlement. I appreciate the fact that they did that they went out and got the food, right? I do appreciate that fact. Don't get me wrong. I do. Because some of that stuff is hard to find right now. So I do appreciate the fact that they took the time to order this. I'm sure they ordered it through their supplier for the restaurant, right? To the cafe. But I do appreciate the fact that they did take the time to make this available. I just think there's different ways they could have went about this. And what they're doing is probably way more than almost any other company's doing. So if I feel this way about what they're doing because they're charging the drivers, you can only imagine how I feel about the companies who are doing nothing for their drivers, right? Nothing. There are companies out there who are doing diddly squat. We're keeping you rolling. That's what we're doing for you. All right? We don't care if you catch it, if your family catches it, we don't care. You go out and make us the money, and you just be happy making what you were making before this happened. Because people aren't. That's a true statement. There's a lot of people in this country right now that are unemployed. All right? Unemployed. And that's a shame. But it's the reality of what's going on in America right now. One of my brother-in-laws got news today. He is still employed, but he is currently laid off. He has to go collect unemployment. So he goes from making 4 figures a week to making $275 a week in the unemployment line with no return date. Not because he can't do his job in what's going on, but because where he lives decided his job wasn't essential to the community. And so they told him he's no longer allowed to work. Right? So here he went from supporting his family, putting food on the table, keeping a roof over his head, and his wife's head, and his son's head, to now having to collect an unemployment check. All right? And this is happening to a lot of people in America right now. A lot of people. And instead of helping fix this problem, our bureaucrats are fighting, right, over how much pollution comes out of an airplane engine, out of a jet engine. I don't know about you, but at a time like this, if you're going to pass a bill to help the American people who are getting laid off, who are out here working in this time of crisis, putting their self and their family at risk, right? Because none of us are just putting ourselves at risk. Because all of us at some point are going to go home to a family member, all right? I do it every night. You may do it every 3 weeks. But the reality of it is, we're still going to go home to a family member. So now we're putting them at risk. So if you're going to pass a stimulus bill to help people like us, there should be nothing, and this goes to both parties, nothing in that bill other than the stimulus package for what is going on in America. Nothing else. You know, I am so glad. No, I'm not glad. I'm not glad. I'm sad. I'm sad about it, okay? But right now, John McCain is rolling over in his grave. And he is so freaking angry right now because of all the pork mixed in with the good stuff. And it is absolutely ridiculous that they're doing this. Absolutely ridiculous. I am parked, so if you have a question or a comment you would like me to see, now is the time to put it up, because I will have a few minutes probably to look at them. Correct. You know, that was in Texas. So mine was in Tennessee, right? You know, it is what it is. Let me see if I can get some chat up on this other phone, guys, so we can kind of take a look at what's going on. I've got a couple different things going on tonight that I'm working on. Wow, that was really nice. So I have, my customers are really taking care of me tonight. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm very, very shocked and grateful for the customers I have delivered to tonight. Very good people. Very good people. No, I've literally made 10 trips, and there's a good possibility I'll make $90 or $100 off of these 10 trips, and that's really high if any of you have ever done delivery. So what needs to be done to fix the problem, right? So you guys are going through just an awful time right now. And here's what I worry about. Here's what I worry about for you, my friends, the truckers. I worry about them shutting down all these non-essentials and freight not being what it should be in this time. And what happens when freight runs low, right? Prices go down and you make less money. And if anything, you guys should be making more money right now. Anybody outside working, having to do anything like you guys are doing, or like what I'm doing, or the doctors are doing, the healthcare professionals, anything like that, the police officers, they should all be getting a hazardous duty pay, right? Those in the military, you understand it. Now, Kroger is the first company to do this. If you guys didn't know this, Kroger today announced they're going to pay a bonus, like a hazardous pay bonus, to their full-time employees of $300 and their part-time employees of $150. Why? Because they're being exposed, right? They're taking a risk working every day. Lack of toilet paper. How you doing, Greg? Lack of toilet paper everywhere, guys. I went today to the store. I had to get laundry soap. I picked up a thing of laundry soap. Just happened to glance down the toilet paper aisle. Not a stick of toilet paper. Glance down the baby wipe aisle. Not a single baby wipe on the shelf. So when we start getting what I like, see now. So now what happens is this, right? So I don't panic, right? Because I have a little stock of baby wipes, because the other day I got there at 6:30 in the morning and was in the door at 7 o'clock when they opened, and was able to get a big box of baby wipes, a case of baby wipes, which is normally how I buy them anyways. But now it's particularly important because they're doubling up, not just for the baby, for us, because we can't find toilet paper. But when we get down to what I think is like a 3 or 4 day supply, I'll go back and buy more. All right, Debbie, have a good night. Have a good night. He said I picked up a load of toilet paper last week. I had plenty. Good deal. If you guys are just joining us, or if you're kind of late to the show or whatever, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're going to start doing Twitch lives, Twitch interactive lives. We're going to have discussions like we're having now, except I will do it from home in a Twitch platform, on the Twitch platform, where we can be a little more interactive. I can actually have a little more time with chat, and where I can have guest speakers come in like Chad Rich, like some other friends I have in the trucking industry, just some friends I have in life maybe, and just see what we do. I think it would be good. Since I'm doing them at home, I'm sure there will be guest appearances by my youngin', who will probably run in the room, yell, scream at me to want to show me something and run back out. But that's just something we'll have to deal with at that time. You know? Debbie, I sure will. I sure will. You know? I'll take a look at it. But yeah, so this is the kind of conversations I want to have going forward. This is the kind of stuff we need to be talking about. I see suffering in the future. And by the way, and then after those lives are completed, they will be recorded. They will be uploaded into this YouTube channel. And, you know, look, anything at all in the stimulus package, anything, I don't care what it is, that isn't directly dealing with what is going on with this country, it's wrong for being in there. It's wrong. You know? Correct. You know, however you want to look at it. It's just what is what it is, right? It is what it is. They announced today, they could see unemployment up to 30% during this pandemic. 30% unemployment, folks. 30%. I don't know when the last time this country had 30% unemployment was, but I think even in the worst years at the beginning of Reagan, I think it was only like 22, 23. I could be wrong on that, but it wasn't that high. Thank you, Jimbo. Appreciate that. Yeah, the Twitch is there, guys. I've had it all along. I had many subscribers on it. Not many, but I had many people who were viewers. There we go. You know, 30% right now. No, Joe, I don't think it's 30% right now. But then again, maybe it is. We don't know, right? Because they don't release numbers that fast. So maybe 2 weeks from now, we find out it is already 30%, right? How many restaurants have laid everybody off? How many restaurants, how many hotels, how many theme parks, how many strip clubs? And I'm not even joking. How many barbershops, hair salons, right? All those people are gone, man. All of them. How many knick-knack shops, clothing shops? None of those are essential. None of those are essential. And so all of them, right? All of them are getting closed down in these states that are going to essential employees only, or essential businesses only. You know, if you're not in the medical field, you're not in the food industry, grocery store, pharmaceuticals, or in the law enforcement, EMT group, firemen, you know, serving the citizens, then you're not essential and they're shutting you down. They're shutting you down. Okay? Matter of fact, Tampa's got some rules where I'm at. They didn't shut down all non-essentials, but they shut down all bars and restaurants, right? They're takeout only. And then they advertise. They're actually advertising on the radio. Hey, if you see something open that you think shouldn't be open, call and rat them out so we can go close them down. Right? Go get some tonight. Well, I mean, I have a little bit of Mountain Dew left. Not much. But like I said, I didn't work a long time today. I'm really not planning on working a long time today. I worked for 3 hours and 20 minutes so far. I've made $70, and I'm still waiting on a tip to come in from a $200 order I delivered. So tips have been way up. People are showing appreciation. I am wearing the gloves on all my orders, so that's kind of a thing I'm doing. Be back to normal very soon. Well, you know what? It's because of the drug, right? So if you guys haven't been watching the news, they tried the malaria drug, chloroquine. I'm saying that wrong, but you can look it up, CHLORQUINE, something like that. Having amazing results out of it. FDA is still kind of like, we're not sure. We want to tell them to use that for this, but doctors are doing it anyways, and it's working. All right. So one thing I love at a time of crisis is you find out who the doers are and who the politicians are. Don't give a shit. They're worried about their careers, right? So you find out who the people who are like care about the people and the people that don't. They only care about themselves and the money and the future of their self. You have doctors right now who are stepping out and just doing it, right? They're just giving their patients and they're saving lives doing it. Saving lives. Um, Saving lives. And there was a guy in Miami whose life was saved via that drug. Israel has donated or given us or sold us or whatever 6 million doses of this. So that's a good thing because we only have like 2 million on hand. So that'll help at least get things started, and hopefully we can get this knocked out. Bobby, that's great, man. That's great. So, but yeah, so you see doctors stepping out of the box. You know, they're doctor housing this thing, and I don't blame them, right? If I'm a healthcare professional, I dedicated my life to being a doctor and taking care of people, and I've got patients dying, and I've got a doctor from Iran or from Israel who's sending me emails going, hey, I did this and it worked. Maybe you should give it a shot. I'm going to do it, all right? I'd rather do that than see somebody die. And we have doctors who are doing that, and good for them. And I hope they don't go after them later for using drugs in ways they weren't meant to be used, even if they're working. So it's not just the chloroquine or chloroquine or whatever it is. They add something else. It's 2 different drugs, and then some of them require like a Benadryl. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. He had a question too. So, trainer. Yes, they are. Freight rates are going up. I talked to Chad Rich. Freight rates are climbing. Freight rates are climbing right now, and that's a good thing. I hope they continue to do that, right? So you have a lot of truckers coming off the road for fear for their family, right? Some of you are going home. Why? Because you're a little nervous about what's going on in the world. It's not even the virus that concerns a lot of people. It's the reaction of everybody that concerns people. Okay? That is what people are concerned about. That's what I'm concerned about. All right? I recognize coronavirus for what it is, but it doesn't scare me. All right? It's like any other virus we've had. All right? Y'all remember the swine flu? 300,000 people hospitalized here in the United States. All right? With swine flu. All right. We haven't even had close to that, and we never had this reaction. All right. We never had people freaking out like they are now. All right. It's all about how the media is portraying this. It's an election year. All right. Let's just be honest. It's an election year. They're trying to portray it in a way that they don't need to. All right. I don't ever remember having a fight for toilet paper. You know, ever. Come on. That's ridiculous. None of us should be fighting for toilet paper. None of us. That is absolutely ridiculous. And, yeah, nice. I just picked up a $10 tip. So, from that big order. So, that's nice. Very appreciative of them. I like that. I like that when that happens. But, yeah, it's all about how it's portrayed in the media, how they make you feel as an individual. All of that comes into play in this, and it's like, wow, what the hell is going on? Yes, I remember the mad cow disease, whether it was a foot, hoof, and oh shit, I don't remember now. Hoof and something and hoof, whatever it was. So this virus sucks. It is serious. People have, and people will die from it. Okay? But we've dealt with these things in the past, hoof and mouth. There's no reason for us to panic. Panic setting in does nothing to help any of us. Okay? It does nothing to help any of us. You know? Correct, yeah. I mean, truckers are profiting a little by working on their own back. They're not profiting by any means that's not proper. I'm the same thing, right? My business has picked up tremendously, and I'm glad it did in the regular sector, because the college kids have all gone home. You know, 80% of what I was doing before this virus was college kids deliveries. Now I don't do any, hardly, maybe one a night. It's mainly families. It's mainly large orders is what I'm doing now. That's the main thing I'm doing. So it's kind of a deal. Joe, bro. So I must have missed something. Alive and well. Saw it last when I FaceTimed with my girl. Oh my gosh. I totally missed that comment. Totally missed that. Bro, you ain't right. You ain't right, man. Not at all. You ain't right. All right, guys. So that's the deal. All right. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're going to start doing Twitch interactive lives in the morning. Those will then be loaded up onto YouTube for people to replay. If you want to be a part of them, make sure you get the Twitch app or go on your computer to Twitch, whatever you may need to do. These lives, right, these Uber lives, are going to be cut back to probably like one a week, maybe on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'll do something where I do a live that day. All right. Oh God, here we go. No idea and don't care. There's your answer. Hello, Skull. How are you? Oil fields, yeah. The price of oil is dropping to the roof, so that's going to be kind of unstable at this time. And so who knows? Oil fields are going to be unstable with oil dropping. You're going to see them try to cut back production in order to get the price up. So I don't know how it'll work. My Twitch username should be Crazy Bags. That's what it should be. Should be Crazy Bags. Oh, I'm on social. Hold on, guys. Let me get my inbox. Primary. I was on the wrong inbox. I was like, I know I just got an email from Twitch. Yeah, it's just Crazy Bags. That's what it is. Yeah, one word. One word. One word. Picked up quite a few subscribers off this tonight here on YouTube. But that's it. So, look, I've missed you guys. All has been well. I've just had a lot on my mind. I needed a few days just to kind of think things through and figure out where I wanted to take things. We're going to take them back to Twitch. We're going to put that stuff on YouTube, but I'm still going to come here and join you. I've still been doing my Pledge of Allegiance every day. I did it today, Hopper, just so you know. I did it on my way into Tampa today. Had the opportunity and I took that. Had the opportunity and I went ahead and took it. So, all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up, man. I didn't want to stay real long. I just kind of wanted to hop in and say hi. So, glad to see all of you. Nice, Sway. Congratulations. Y'all get it. Get that money, man. Get that money, girl. Get it. It was nice to see all of you. I hope all of you have been doing well. I hope you are staying safe and virus-free, right? I hope your wheels are turning and burning for those of you out on the highway. And, of course, I'm talking and now my phone's ringing. So let's see where we're going. It's just a little something going downtown. Hope those wheels are turning and burning for you guys. I hope you're making money, being safe, making sure your family is safe. Oh man, it'll upload and replay. And I hope everything's well. I'll see you guys soon. I may see you on Wednesday on Twitch. If not, it will be Friday. I'm hoping to have everything set up by Wednesday. If not, it'll be Friday. I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.